Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from Matching Paul. I hope you all like and follow the Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Lucas Casaber. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Jonas Soto, and join us on Salotto.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Shark Stream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Shark Stream.
Hey guys, I'm Frederick Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey guys, it's Jason Shawcross. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
I am John Moore. Join me on the Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Savannah Easton. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hi, my name is Georgia Georgiev, and you can join us at the Shark Stream.
Salotto is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salotto so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salotto brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salotto if you want, but you don't have to. Your race, your place. Make your matches count with Salotto. Download now and get started. No minimum play per month. 8, 9, 10 ball. You choose. It all counts.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bobby Hilton here, giving you some Shark Talk Live, and I want to make sure you guys can see me and hear me. I got some stuff to talk about, and I want to make sure our new equipment sounds good. You have to just the wires back there. That's the only thing you got to fix that over a couple of days. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me, and I want to talk a little bit about pool. We got so much to talk about over the last couple of weeks. UK Open. I want to go over the USA Open, the US Open, where John Moore pretty much manhandled everybody over there. Had a great event. I'm going to talk a little bit about the RACS event, the Connecticut Valley Open that's going on right now, and I want to talk about going on coming up this year for WNT. I'm going to go over all that stuff with you. What I need you to do right now is hit the share button. Also, if you're in the chat, can you please comment if you can hear me and you can see me? Start talking. A lot to talk about. First of all, I want to UK Open. What a fantastic event here. I can actually about the UK Open. Okay. Hear and see me. That's great news. All right, cool. All right, and can you see this UK Open chart up here? This was a couple weeks ago, right? About a week ago now. Time goes by so fast. Fantastic event, great field. There was some people that didn't show up. There was, I want to say, about 20 buys that came up. Travel issues or didn't make it. It was a great field. All the big names were there. Joshua Filler was there, obviously. Ekman Kachi was there. Fedor Gorst was there. All the big names were there. It was a great field, super strong field. And of course, anytime you win a major or become a player in a major, big deal. Great event. We're going to go right down to the top right here, the top 8. When you got down to the top 8, you had Mario He versus Oliver. All the matches were kind of close except for the filler Sophie match in quarterfinals, if you want to call it that. All the other matches were 10-8, 10-9, 10-7. They're all relatively close. And of course, we know Sophie has that gear. He has won a major before. So, and we all talked about whether it was a one-hit wonder. Seems like he is making a little bit of noise. He's not as consistent, or he doesn't travel as much as the other events, the other players, but he is a good player. So first match you had, again, Mario He versus Oliver. He wins 7. And again, as we just talked about, Joshua Filler, who was the talk of the event, right? Everybody was talking about Joshua Filler. Will he repeat? It looks like he's playing better than anybody. That was the talk of the town. That was the matchroom push. That was the matchroom push. Will he repeat? And he wins in the quarterfinals versus Mohamed Sophie, 10-3. And then you got Moritz Neuhausen, who had a tough match against Doc Wak Hong. And of course, everybody knows Doc, great player. He just won the PLP over there in Florida. And not only that, he has a huge following in Vietnam. Super, super strong player. Probably one of the best top 5 players in the world for sure. Moritz Neuhausen was back and forth with him, and Moritz did win that quarterfinal match, 10-9. All right, awesome. Brian says looks good. So make sure mic arm is right up close to my mouth. All right, perfect. Thanks, Brian. That's what I want to hear, guys. So make sure. Let me know how we sound. Again, this is a new microphone. It's got a new stand, and it's really cool. Just want to make sure it works good. So there we go. Big perm. Boom. What's up, baby? But what a fantastic quarterfinals. Eklund Kachi had to play his little brother. How about that? How exciting is that? And how exciting is that family when you have 2 of the top players in the world? Now, of course, Kalito's still a younger kid. I want to say he's 20. I want to say he's 20 years old. But what a great player he is. Everybody knows that he's making noise and it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And Eklund beat him 10-8 to knock him out, get to the semifinals. So that was your semifinals, right? And then we went down to the semifinals here where we had Mario He versus Joshua Filler. Now, I want to say Joshua was favored, but I think everybody I spoke to thought Joshua Filler was going to win this match. Thought that he was going to take the title home for the UK Open. Happened. Mario He, the panda from, I believe, Singapore. Is that right? Not sure. Mario He takes down Joshua Filler 11-8. And if anybody knows about Mario He, the panda, he's a great player. He's super strong. I want to say he's a little aggressive, but real good player. And he took out Joshua Filler. Joshua was not going to repeat UK Open. Knocked out 11. Right here, he was knocked out 11-8. Mario He takes that down. And then Moritz Neuhausen playing Eklund Kachi. And again, everybody knows about Eklund Kachi. Probably, one of the most feared players in the game. And usually when it comes down to the end, he always rises to the occasion. And Moritz Neuhausen took him to the woodshed, beats him 11-5. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I mean, nobody was surprised that Moritz did not win. I mean, that he won, but it was no surprise. It was a big surprise that he lost. Kachi lost 5-11 to Moritz Neuhausen. Unbelievable. And you got the finals over there in the UK. Moritz Neuhausen was playing Mario He, right? And now you got Moritz Neuhausen, who's probably one of the youngest, most experienced player. Played in this is his 3rd finals major, I believe. He won one. He came in 2nd to Juice over there in the Philippines. Also won the PLP, which is not considered a major, but still a great event. So he won that, and of course, MVP of Moscone, Moritz Neuhausen, and great job. Congratulations on winning it. We're going to talk about the match a little bit. All right, Mario He takes a huge 7-2 lead over Moritz Neuhausen in a race. And I was kind of shocked when we started talking about the finals, who was going to win, whether it would be Moritz Neuhausen or Mario He. Going to give the edge to Moritz. I thought he was more experienced, big events, and he's just playing so good. If you've seen him on the Boom and Freezer show, his demeanor and what he talks and how he learns and what he does and everything, amazing job. And so Mario He's got him 7-2 in a race to 13. Bam, Moritz Neuhausen turns it up. Magnificent, wins 11 straight games in the finals. Really, really hard to do. A couple times, obviously, when Jonas played Aloysius, when Aloysius played almost perfect. I want to say this is what happened to Moritz when he was down 7-2. After that, he made no mistakes, played absolutely flawless. And you got to give it to Moritz for winning the whole thing. He played great the whole tournament. So congratulations to Mario He for coming in second, but a real good congratulations to Moritz Neuhausen. Great job. He came in first, winning his second major UK Open champion. Moritz Neuhausen, he wins 11 by 13-7 over Mario He. That was it for that. Great job. And Moritz Neuhausen was supposed to play at the Connecticut Valley this week over there at Rax. We're going to talk a little bit about that event too. And I got some practice to show you for that, but he decided not to make it. I don't blame him. It was a big event. He played a lot of matches, played super strong, and he's going to be gearing up to make sure he stays on top of the leaderboard for Moscone, because right now he is the leader for the European team as far as points go. And congratulations to Moritz. All right, now. All right, again, one more time. Can everybody hear me out there? Just make sure I sound all right. I'm trying to move the microphone a little closer, and not a cool swinging arm, so I can move it around, but I still got to get used to it. Again, we had to get some new equipment. Of course, the Boom and Freezer show is going great. I don't know if you guys seen any of the clips, but you got Efren Reyes on our show last week, and he was great. A lot of viewers are watching. The reels are really heating up. Really good stuff. That's the Boom and Freezer show. So again, we got to get our mics working. We had a little technical difficulty by getting kicked off one of the streams, so we're trying to work on that as well. So just let me know if you see me and you can hear me. All right, let's talk about this. All right, this is the Griff's U.S. Open. Now, this is 4 events, okay? This is 2005. We don't want to see that, but right here, 2006, 10 ball. Let's talk about that, all right? Now, as you know, if you don't know, the U.S. Open over there at Griff's in Las Vegas is a staple event. Been going on for a long time, and Shane Van Boening has vowed to always go to this event. Over there at Griff's, they said that they did so much for him over his career, and he was going to come to that event no matter what. No matter what. Sounds a little broken. Stay close. Thanks, Big Perm. Yeah, I got to get used to the new mic. So now I'm saying close. Let me know how I sound. I'm going to stay a little closer. Hold on. Let me close the door. All right. We had a little background music that might have heard it too, but all right, I'm going to keep it in front of me now. But again, yeah, the U.S. Open there, Shane Van Boening always goes to it, does really well, tough competitors. But the field's always super stacked. You got Fedor Gorst, Lee Van Corteza, Shane Van Boening, John Moore that came in 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, if you saw John Moore, he was on our show as well, the Boom and Freezer show, and he talked about billiards and the pressure and switching hands and all that stuff. And great conversation. Awesome. Of course, we had Shane on the Boom and Freezer show a little while before that as well. It was nice to talk to. But so you got the 10 ball, the big event. That's one of the big ones. John Mora takes down Shane Van Boening in the finals to win it. So he is the U.S. Open 10 ball champion for 2026. Congratulations, Shane Van Boening coming in second. Lee Van Corteza coming in third, and Fedor Gorst coming in fourth. Right? Then you had the U.S. 8-ball championship as well. And again, so many big players, from Carlo Beato to Roland Garcia, Lee Van Corteza, and John Mora. So many big names were in this event. But they played the 8-ball, and Fedor Gorst takes that down. He beats Roland Garcia in the finals, and Mark Estola came in third. Then they had the U.S. Bank tournament. All right. Again, these are all going on almost back to back to back. And John Moore takes that down. And who does he beat in the finals? None other than Shane Van Boning. And here's a picture of it. Right there, you can see the results right there. John Moore, that's the one in the middle. John Moore, first place. Shane Van Boning, second. Lee Van Corteza, third. And then they have the One Pocket Championship. Of course, everybody's rooting for Tony. He had his surgery. He seems like he's doing pretty well. He's coming back, playing well. And the One Pocket champion was none other than Carlo Beato. He beat Roland Garcia and Tony Chohan. Congratulations. He came in third place. It's good to see him out there competing. We hope to see a lot more from him. He's the most exciting One Pocket player ever. Ever, I think. Including my Boy Scout Frost. That is the man as well. So that was the U.S. Open. It was pretty cool, right? 4 events, 4 major events, One Pocket, Bank Pool, U.S. Open, and 10 ball. And John Mora takes down 2 of them. That's no easy task. I mean, he had to play great. He obviously was focused. And to beat Shane Van Boning in 2 finals, that's something that's going to stick with him. I think it's only going to give him confidence. I think his year, 2026, is going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge. So, congratulations, John Mora. Congratulations, Shane Van Boning, Carlo Beato, Fedor Gorst, all the winners, and all the people that came in second. That's the U.S. Open over there at Griff's in Las Vegas. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on right now. Right now we have the 7th annual Connecticut Valley State Open Championship. Now, again, Morris was supposed to come to this event, but he ended up not going. But it's still a lot of good players are in it. Rafael de Breo, Joe Dupree, Lucas Picasso, Werner. It's going to be a tough field, and I'm going to give you a look at the brackets right now. This is what we got. This is the Connecticut Annual Valley Open State Championship. These are played on bar tables on the Valley over there at Rax in Vernon, Connecticut. Great event run by Eric Tang, and of course Mike DeMarco does all the videos, Ship to Cash as well. So it's a team effort over there. I want to say they had 128 people is what I'm thinking. 128 people, strong field. Alex Bausch is there as well. And again, we're going to go over a couple of names on the bracket. But that's going on right now in Connecticut. Of course, Lucas Picasso Werner is there. And this is what we got going on. This is the bracket. Of course, we are at digitalpool.com. And if you Google 7th Annual Connecticut Valley Open State Championship, or if you just type in the search bar in the tournament, Connecticut Valley, it'll pop right up. And as you can see, Lance Lascotti is already in round 3 over here at the top. He is waiting for the winner of Heath versus Kurt. So he's going to play the winner of that. And these are races to 5 of 8 ball on the winner side on the bar box, races to 7 on the 1-loss side. I believe it is full double elimination. I want to say it's $5,000 added. But again, it's the 7th year. It's a great event held here in Vernon, Connecticut, not too far from the Sharkstream and Yale Billiards. Only about half an hour. So great place. Pete does a great job running his events over there. Great. Logan Tedford, that's the young star. He plays out of here. Tina is a huge follower of the Sharkstream. I know she listens. She's not listening now. She'll probably pay attention to her son and her husband over there at the event. But this kid is playing really good. He says he's a 552 Fargo. You can see him right there, Logan Tedford. I think he's a little higher than that. But he's got a tough match right here against Darwin, who's 634. It's going to be exciting to see. And see, he beat Sean Dixon, who's a higher Fargo in the first match, 5-0. And we know Sean from playing on the list match, he's a good player. Logan's playing well. It's going to be fun to watch. Chuck Altamore versus Nick. Now, if you don't know Chuck Altamore, he was one of the greatest players in Connecticut at one point. Had a little issues with narcotics and stuff like that, which, you know, it happens. People, we talk about it on the Boom and Freezer show all the time. You know, sometimes it comes with the life, especially in the United States. But this kid is only a 600 Fargo, which is crazy to me because, again, he was one of the best players in the world, not in the world, in Connecticut. And great job By seeing him playing, I hope he's doing well. He won his first match. He's up 2-1 right now in the second match. We got Kurt versus Heath. Keith, we gave that one already. Let's see here. Dan Ursello beats Ben 5-0. How about that? So he's in the third round. He's a local guy over there at Rax. Nice guy. Looking forward to seeing him play. Good job getting into the third round already. Joey Dupree looks like that's going to be his opponent. Up 4-0 in a race to 5. Versus Eduardo. Peter Cawley, another guy we know very well, against Marco Media, another guy. And all the Connecticut players are playing. Will Alley is in the second round, playing Nathan. Hunter Smutney, another guy from Connecticut, playing Matt. Rob Piercer, my nephew, playing Steve Mack. That's going to be a really good match. I hope they have that on the stream table. Really good match to watch. Two great players that can actually win this tournament. Kim Traves versus Thomas playing a little bit later. Vinny Zuniga, who I believe he came in second or he won this event a while back, years back, I want to say. John Vitale, Bob Mendension, Dr. Bob is in this event as well. So again, I'm just going through the chart. Again, on the one loss side. Let me go to the live. Keith is up 4-2 over Kurt. Logan and Darwin is 1-1. As we talked about, is up 4-0. Edgar is 1-0 over Dennis Brewer. This is on the winner's side. Peter Cawley's up 1-0 over Marco Media. Will Ellie's down 2-0. Stephen Rochette. Ethan and Michael just started, and Hunter is up 2-0 over Matt Egan. Couple matches going on the one loss side. After the winner's side. So again, if you want to check out the results on that, you can go to digitalpool.com, check out Connecticut Valley, search the tournament, and it'll give you guys all the results. Talk a little bit about what's going on in the world of WNT. All right, here it is. This is what we got going on. So next week, right over here, you can see it, March 26th, is the In the Box Rax Open. And here you got the Players Championship April 9th after that. And then you got the Beasley Open April 16th. There's 3 huge events going on right now. And of course, you also have, keep losing sound 2 seconds at a time, Dave. Thank you very much for that. And this is the WNT score. And of course, they have the World 8-Ball coming up, I want to say in a week and a half or so. Because, of course, we were supposed to have the McDermott Open coming up April 1st. But I had to reschedule it because they had the World 8-Ball the same time. I don't think it was fair to the players to have 2 good events going on. So I bowed out and rescheduled my event. So you got the World WPA going on, 8-Ball tournament. That week of the 1st to the 4th. And here's Brian, our tech guy. Did you listen?
Oh, yes.
I haven't been leaning back. All right, I'm trying. I literally been trying to do that. I literally wasn't sitting back. I'm sitting right here. Sometimes I will go forward to look at the screen. Does a mute work? All right, guys, we're back. I want to make sure how I sound. I appreciate you guys not being my guinea pig, but definitely our first time with the new microphones. So Dave said it was a losing sound. I'm going to try to keep my head a little stiller. Stiller, get it? Don't move. Nah, big perm. These are the best microphones in the business. A lot of money I spent for them. And I know you're saying the microphones, like I move my head around a little bit. I just have to learn to hold my head where the microphone is. But do I sound better now? Can be more consistent at dropping or losing sound. But again, I want to talk a little bit about the event that are coming up. We got In the Box Open over there at Rax Billiards over there in Long Island is having 2 WNT events this year. How cool is that? They're having one, like I said, March 26th. They're also having one the week after we have our McDermott Open. Our McDermott Open is going to be July 16th and the 19th, and then WNT is having an event right over there at Rax as well. See right there, we got the events coming up. That's In the Box Open, Players Championship, and then the Beasley Open. And then, of course, after that, we're going, the QTech Belgian Open is actually March 19th over there in Belgium. That's the first one coming up. Then you got the In the Box, and I'm going left to right now. And then the next one is the Player Championship by Diamond, and that's at the Expo. And, of course, that's at the Super Billiard Expo. I'm going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there. Big names are all going to be there. Earl Strickland's going to be there. Jason Shaw is always there. He has a booth. Fedor Gorst is having a booth. All the big names, Honas, FSR, David Alcady, are all going to be there playing. Of course, the Sharks, they're giving you details. Of course, the Boom and Freezer show is going to be doing stuff as well. We're probably going to do a show or two. Here's a new microphone. I got to make sure I keep it right next to me. But yeah, the Super Billiard Expo is amazing event. That's going to be April 9th through the 12th. Again, all the big names are there. It's over there in Oaks, Pennsylvania. But not only does it have a pro tournament, it has an amazing amateur event tournament. Okay. And they have over 1,000 people signed up in the open. Full. The ladies event is full. The senior citizens and the super seniors, I think, are full as well. So this event is going to be one of the biggest, best events they've ever had. Also, all the people I'm talking to are going to have some really, really good booths out there. So if you're not planning an event, but you're a pool aficionado and you love pool, you want to get out there. Our guys from Brunswick Billiards are going to have a booth, of course. I'll be there at that booth. Oscar's going to be there. Savannah's going to be there. All the big names from Brunswick are going to be there. You can check it out. You can play on the new Go Crawl 7s for free. Of course, Team McDermott's going to be there. We're going to have a booth over there at McDermott. Again, I'll be at that booth as well a little bit, talking to everybody, checking out the products. So you definitely want to go check that out. That's Super Billiard Expo, Oaks, Pennsylvania. Big tournament, April 9th through the 12th. But again, not only is it a tournament, a pro tournament, ladies amateur, open amateur, super seniors. It's an awesome event. Come check it out. All kinds of cue booths and apparel booths and you name it. Anything you want to know about cues there. The Predator has a booth. So many big booths. You want to check it out. That's the Expo at the Super Billiards. Oaks, Pennsylvania, and that's going to be April 9th through the 12th. And after that, you got the Beasley Open there in North Carolina. That's a lot of fun. I went there last year. I'm not going to be going this year, but it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Then you got the Bob Stocks Memorial after that. Then you got the Costa Rica Open after that, April 29th through the 3rd. So many great events. Then you got the Taom Arena event over there in May 14th over there in Malaysia. How about that? That's Team Taom, of course, our sponsors. Big shout out to Taom. You want to go check out that event if you make it out there. Prize funds $31,000 over there for the event. That's May 14th through the 18th. I can look at it right here. That's the second one down on the left side. The Taom Arena event, May 14th to the 18th. And then after that, you got the Scottish Open, May 20th through the 23rd. And of course, you know, Mr. Scottish himself, Jason Shaw, is going to be there. Great stuff. After that, they got the UK Open. That's going to be a big one over there. $225,000 prize money. That's going to be May 26th through the 31st. That's the 2026 UK Open Championship. After that, you got the WNT Next Generation over there in London. And then the Mez Hill Estonia Open, the Universal Open, which Universal, they do a lot of cues, a lot of great stuff. The Universal Open over there. And then you got the Mez Budapest Open over there in Romania. And again, if you want to go look at all this, you can go to WNT.com. And then you got the 2 a.m. Prague Open. How about that? And then, of course, right there, you can see it, the McDermott Open. That's going to be July 16th through the 19th. Prize fund is going to be $29,300. It's a $400 entry. $400 entry. So you want to come and check that out. Message Bobby Hilton if you want to get in. I think we're going to sell out. We have 64 spots. And again, we sold out last year. I think we're going to sell it again. So if you're interested in playing the McDermott Open, message me. Then after that, you got the Empire State Championships. That's the other event. I told you that it's at Rax Billiards. And then from there, you have the Vice City Classic over there in Florida. Then the 2026 Florida Open Pool Championship, which is going to be the big one. The Florida Open was a great time last year. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's talk a little bit about the Vice City Classics. Of course, that's going to be Dave Pertosiak in Classic Billiards' first WNT event officially. I mean, he had the PLP already. And now he's doing a WNT event. Dave Pertosiak, and one of the sponsors of the Sharkstream. Great stuff what he's doing for pool. He's first, second to none for what he's doing for the sport as far as putting his money where his mouth is, but also promoting the brands and promoting the products and promoting the players, most importantly. So shout out to Dave in Classic Billiards. So if you are in the Miami Beach area, make sure you check it out July 29th to the 2nd. Sign up if you're going to play. If not, you can definitely hang out, get some autographs, check it out. A lot of cool stuff happening. And then, of course, after that, you're going to have the Arizona Pool Open Championships. Our boy Scott Frost is going over there. He's helping a lot of stuff doing. He lives from Arizona. And he's going to be doing a lot of cool things as far as being involved in it and getting involved. So you want to check out the 2026 Arizona Open Pool Championship. That's going to be August 13th through the 16th. After that, the Phoenix Open. Again, 2 back-to-back events in Arizona. How many people are going to be in that? I mean, I can imagine they're all just going to, if I could get the boom bus all over there, I would take it. It's a little bit far for me, but U.S. Open, then, of course, the Moscone Pool next year in February, and they already announced that it's at Classic Billiards again. How awesome is that? I didn't realize that. That's great stuff. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. How about Ronnie, 153 world record in snooker? Yeah, Ronnie Sullivan is the GOAT in snooker. That's one sport you can say. There's no doubt Ronnie O'Sullivan is the world record holder and also the GOAT. There's nobody close to him. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Want to go over a couple things, say what's up, check out our new microphones, make sure everything worked. And I think I got the microphones working better. I just got to keep my mouth a little closer to the microphone. I can't be moving around as much. And if I do move around, I can move the microphone with me, right? So if I move the microphone with me, sound is okay, right, everybody? All right, guys, this is Bobby Boom saying, check out the Boom and Freezer show. See you later.
Bobby Hilton here from the Sharkstream. Give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, our gold sponsors, Brunswick Billiards. We are the Brunswick Arena on the Sharkstream, and of course, McDermott Cues. Then we got our silver sponsors. We can't forget those. We got Taom Billiards, Salotto, of course, Yale Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Wayne Harriman, the Sandman, Pro Fitman Billiards, Andy Gow, Aramith, Letman Lights, and Carbon Magic Cleaner. And of course, we can't forget our local and bronze sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. They've been with us for a long time. K. Morgan Painting, APA, Jacoby Custom Cues, Sigma Wear, Organic Ink Tattoo, Dynamic Pressure Washing, NM Billiards, Tommy's Tattoo Supply, Pool Table Magic, and of course, Vacuum Lease. Thank you guys all for your continued support. Appreciate it.